Hello. Oh, that's interesting. It's not picking up music at the moment. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Why would that be? It's not that it's too quiet. Or is it? That's better? Is that better? That looks all right. Okay. I'll let other people complain to me if that's not good. But at least I'm seeing the bar move, so. Just chilling with some covet at the moment. All right. And I'll hang out in the magma for a little while. Drawing, I don't know what, but I'm definitely drawing it with the wrong pen. Maybe I should get my Wacom for the Wacom tablet. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. There. Why is that happening? Oh, is the touch on? Oh, yeah. I don't know if y'all remember me mentioning this yesterday about the touch screen for the Wacom points to the wrong monitor, and the wrong monitor is where I keep the OBS up. I was like wondering why every time I would look at OBS, something was moved or wrong. I was like, what? Is OBS just got demons in it now? No, it's just me and my funny little Wacom quirks. All right. What should I put? For January. It is the 7th, right? Am I? Yes. Okay. Would have sucked to have drawn all of that just to have it be like the wrong day. Hmm. Okay. Head over to Twitch and make sure that that's working. Seems like it's working. That's good. Bitrate seems normal this time around, so maybe my laptop just needed a good crash to fix that. I don't know. But it seems smoother now than it's been in a every time I've streamed recently, it's been in the red. Who knows? I don't know. Computers are weird. Oh, what should I draw? What should I draw? I guess I'll draw a little bird or some kind of animal. Oh, hello. Hi. Oh, Yare, what is your avatar doing? What is your little bird doing? What? Okay, I see Defiant in here. Okay. And Yare, how did you ascend? Okay, there you are. I just looked out of the corner of my eye and there's like a bird just flying off. Oh, what in the. And already I'm like, okay, making sure, for sure, that the touch screen is turned off so that it's not moving windows around in OBS. So far, so good. So, bird was made for flying, and that's just what it do. So, what y'all up to today? Big coffee sip. I'm trying to think of something I can like pixel art, but I don't know. I'm feeling a little head empty today. I could work on my little print. I also pulled that up just to work on in the background in case I get like. It's easier to clean something that's already there than it is to just draw something out of a void. I get really bad empty canvas syndrome. Something Silent Hill? That's true. What do we know about Silent Hill? We know she likes to pick up candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ramen, eh? I got priorities. Yeah, I'll just draw some candy until I think of something more Silent Hill. Kind of want to make like a little candy in a wrapper just so that it looks more like a piece of candy than that cube of jello we kept picking up. Ooh, pills. I mean candy. Yeah, she kind of does have um I know it's video game logic and it's not worth picking at this point, but it's either candy or pills. I guess if we play a little bit today, I want to see how much of this like I see again, but like there was so much that she just passes up that's in the environment that's like this would make a great weapon. Like I don't know about y'all, but I clocked a whole lot of propane tanks just sitting out on people's doorsteps and I was like, man, if I didn't know any better, I would think I'm supposed to, you know, whenever a monster comes by, pop that propane tank. Oh no, I wouldn't carry them around, but yeah. I don't think that looks like a piece of candy. Why does it not look like a piece of candy to me? I'll tell you what, I'm gonna draw it on the diagonal. It's the wrapper parts that are not like candy enough for me. Getting a propane well, man, video games have me all wrong then, because I thought it was the easiest thing in the what in the brush milestone. Who's counting? Thanks. Yeah, three out. Three, two, three, and two. And a little something there. IRL is close to impossible to do on purpose. Well, that makes me feel more secure IRL about, cooking with gas. But man, video games probably did me a favor by making me think these things could explode at just the slightest falling over. Because every time I've picked up and moved a propane tank or those little ones that you have like, I have a little bitty grill because I have a small balcony, and I'll take a little bitty grill out there from time to time, and I have those little green ones, those little green cans, and you wouldn't like holding a baby. I don't um jostle that shit around or anything. It's like how in real life also don't explode when you look at them. Only when I don't want it to explode will it explode. That would be my luck, honestly. With as much as things caught fire at yesterday's stream, you would think I could make anything flammable. That seems about right, but shinier. Am I insane or is it not doing it? There we go. And maybe this could be also. That seems right. Maybe we'll play today. I don't know. And get another piece of candy. in the meantime, in case people feel like showing up and doodling for a little while. It's kind of funny how media tends to see things that might explode in day to day life. All the stuff in your house, chances are the bag. So that's what. Remember yesterday we were like passing through those paper doors, and like every movie that takes place in Japan, it just looks like people can just walk through those, like like they're just made of tissue. The amount of times I've seen people get thrown through those shoji doors. Or the amount of times I thought a propane tank would explode. I mean, she also refuses to jump over a midlife fence. Yeah, no, selectively. Like, unless there's a shiny circle on it, she utterly defeated. She's like, I can climb a chest high wall uh, if there's this little circle on it. Otherwise, nothing I can do. I can't critique that so much because, like, game designers, environment artists, they cannot win. They're fighting an uphill battle no matter what. Like, either you cover everything in yellow paint so that people know that they can interact with this thing, which people didn't like. You have a very, like, um, how to put it? Like, primitive kind of game design where everything is like very low poly, so it's very clearly you can interact with this thing or not because it's like there's only so much shelf in the environment to begin with. Um, but in our era of gaming where everything is like high resolution, you are just we're really painted into a corner for how can we like message to players. I got into a lot of trouble with this, by the way, with a lot of the environments that I made. Because I to me it made perfect sense. You were supposed to interact with this and go here and do that. And almost always my feedback was they're not going to know where that is or they're not going to know how to get it. Message it better. Message it better. Oh, did my screen just give out for a sec? Mm. You like the modern Tomb Raider game? Yeah, it did. I remember I don't think I've played in the latest couple, but one of the ones that I played, she okay, I don't remember the name of the one that I played, but it is one of the newer ones. And I feel like the game was written by somebody who hated Lara Croft and was trying to kill her at every opportunity. Or just make her suffer greatly. The amount of rebar that went through this woman's stomach in this particular one that I played was had me thinking like, do you just not like Lara? This is so mean. I played that one. I played the Swiss cheese Lara. Um, and I liked it as a game. Uh, in the environments, the way that you moved through them was really like fast, like pace. It didn't stop the flow. I remember like sections where you're like sliding, you have to like midair instead of huge quick time event pop ups and stuff happening to you. You just kind of knew you had your, just a little bit of paint, but just enough to know that you're supposed to grab onto this like um ledge as she's coming off of the jump and stuff. Didn't interrupt the flow, wasn't very interrupting to the visuals of the environment. Just really tasteful to me. IMO. I liked it. Have cues would be a little so yeah, it's an art all on its own. It's another piece of candy color. I don't know, blue. You got a blue piece of candy. I remember like figuring out that you could just do that. There we go. Some kind of long piece of candy. A little bit longer. Just trim that up a little. Don't worry, I didn't think you spelled it wrong either, and now I'm thinking that, oh, maybe that's not the right spelling. Is it Q? Is it QU? Don't worry about it. I don't know either. English is weird. Had fun on my little Greek lesson today, though. It's like, it's also weird and it somehow makes more sense than a lot of things in English. It's only weird in that it's unfamiliar. Everything else about learning Greek so far is like, oh, that makes sense. You know what I'm realizing is wrong about the wrapper part of the drawing is that it doesn't have candy in it. Because I'm smart and I feel like I should have known that. Q's. Yeah, we're minding our P's and Q's. Sort of. Did I miss up something? Probably. I don't think I'll try to stick to the grid as much as I'm drawing this little guy. Because he's on an angle anyway. It's probably what I should let go of. Not great. Not great, but I don't care anymore. I don't want to spend the whole session on it. I'll at least give it a little shine color. And be done with it. There. If anyone else shows up, there's a couple pieces of candy and a little something to start it. Yeah, English did be weird. And maybe I'll go work on this for a minute. At least a few minutes until blah 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 blah. Until I get frustrated, and then we'll go play a game or something in time. Probably. I did not actually fix anything from the last session to this one. So we'd still, if we did play, it would still be on like the lowest settings. I didn't wind up dragging my computer tower out because I had to do a lot of errands. Costco trips suck the soul out of me, but at least I get a little hot dog at the end. So there's that. Maybe I'm overthinking the little dragon's head in the first place. Like, it doesn't need to have all this. I'm using the wrong hotkeys now that I'm switching back and forth. No. Hmm. It's got a lot of refining to do, but maybe we can go ahead and give her a face. Where's my little reference images? Reference images. Still a little bit bummed that we didn't get to play like web fishing together, but like I'm hoping to play web fishing with my parents later today, so I'll still get a little bit of fishing time in. I don't know, I kind of have the itch to play it. Got images of it somewhere. So I thought. That's not good enough to see her eye color though. I know she has like blue, but what shade? I don't remember. That's not a good enough screenshot. Maybe it'll be enough to work with. You're reading up on the hacker again? It was thought that your save file gets messed up the longer he's in your lobby. That might not be true. That does sound really weird. I was wondering after you said like he like gets into your data and stuff, and I was like, oh shit. Like I don't want to risk my stuff, but I also don't want to create a lobby where a whole bunch of other stuff, like a whole bunch of other people's data is at risk, and that's like on my head now too, you know? It's like, well, I don't want to risk it. It's a shame what they did to the dev. It's a shame that like what a few bad apples will do to just sort of ruin the fun for everybody. Just because they can. They need to feel like they've done something. Haha, look what I can do. It's a cute, fun game. Yeah, I agree. There are other chat kind of games that have come out. What was it that I'm thinking of? It's I don't think it's officially out yet, but I saw a couple of streamers rolling it out where they have like a little 3D avatar hanging out at a coffee table and you're like co-working with them and you can kind of park your avatar next to theirs and do stuff. I'm trying to remember what that was called. I'm gonna just type co-work into no. It did sound cute and I can't remember the name. Did I wishlist it? Oh, it's gonna get lost in an ocean of things I've wishlisted though. On Together, that's what it was. It's called On Dash Together. Um, I would show you, but I'm like afraid of dragging my Steam window into view, if that's all right. But it is on Steam, and it says it's coming the 19th of January. So maybe we can do that as well. I think you can like pop the little table out with all your avatars and like have it docked on stream too, which might like it might not work with my current overlay, but I still think it'd be fun to have like an overlay option that's like us just hanging out. Hi, Zergling. Yeah, virtual online co-working. It's cute. All right, I'm gonna keep that minimized. Oh, is that the end of the album? I guess so. What should we listen to next? Happy New Year! Oh, I didn't actually notice this until I checked like from the Twitch page. It didn't show me like through OBS, I think. Um that you're Yada, you resubbed for like 2 months and it had like a little Happy New Year message. I just saw your Happy New Year message. I was like, thank you. So thank you again. That was really cool. Um, yeah, I was trying to find a picture of her face. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Okay, I'm getting back to work. Back to work. I don't really have much room to make a face on her either. And I'm realizing I don't actually like this arm structure. The foreshortening kind of gets a little lost here. Maybe if I just pop that out a little more, it has more to read. I think that will work a little better. Close here. Just cut a little separation up here. No, it needs to stay a little high, a little bit higher. Maybe I can trim it in. Like the mass of her arm is a bit different. Okay. We have a theme today. The theme is uh a piece of candy. I don't know. We were talking about it earlier about Silent Hill, and I was trying to think of like what's something Silent Hill that I can draw in like a minute. Oh yeah, this kid seems to like be obsessed with picking pills and candy off the ground, so we'll just go with that. Oh, there's a lot more birds in the garden now. Hello. Hiya everybody. Um yeah, hiya Token Rove. Are you already doodling on stuff? Hold on. There. Pop out windows, stop popping out. Thank you. There we go. Got a little canvas going. Um, you know how there's cake or furniture shows? They should make a show of candy or medication. I feel like they, maybe not for medication, but I feel like they have for candy. You know, for the amount of doctors shows, they should have some pharmacist shows. I'm not at all biased on that as someone that's like trying out for a pharmaceutical technician program. Um, we'll see. It's still on the like wait for that. There's so much. I'm hoping that I get in. Hoping that it happens. Oh, I'm burning up a little bit. There we go. That's better. Maybe I should draw some pills. That's what I'll do. Pills raining down from above. There's a Japanese one. Is someone bit into a bit? What? Wait, is this that show where they have to like guess the object in the room is chocolate or not? And so they keep biting random things throughout the room. Remember that gif of like this dude that just takes a bite out of a chocolate shoe and he's like so excited that he got it right? It's the most bizarre thing and hilarious out of context. That's the only reason I know about that. All right, I was trying to think of like music for us to listen to. We finished listening to some Covet. Ah, got distracted. I'll just put on some Daft Punk. That'll work. A little bit thicker. Uh-oh, I hope y'all don't hear the alarms and stuff. I might have to take a quick second to check a message. It's from my parents. Oh no. Dad's truck died a whole bunch. Y'all do hear my Discord? Well, that's probably because I'm like feeding things directly into the desktop audio. Like whatever's playing on the desktop is what y'all get. And there's a reason for that. I could like I could go into it a little bit is that I can't separate it. I can't separate the channels any further. It doesn't seem to want to detect anything specifically. Like I have an XLR mini and in Windows it's able to detect like you can tell it to send certain channels and hold certain channels. Um but for OBS and XLR mini on Linux Mint out of the box, what I see is like you get the built-in audio, you get just a single thing that's called XLR mini multi-channel, and it doesn't have anything like multi-channel music, multi-channel mic, multi-channel um like you only get the one. So until I figure that out, you're probably going to hear a few of those. Wanna celebrate. We're learning together. Am I using Pipewire? I don't know what that is. You should be able to fire up Kapupograph and individually reroute channels. I don't know what that is either. Hold on. I will open a tab for a search of it. That might help me a lot. What is Pipewire? And next tab, what is Kapupograph? Oh, thanks. Might be something to check out. Because it would be nice if I could keep like if I'm gonna start doing gaming stuff on the channel as well, then I want to be able to keep that audio. I feel like I should be able to keep that audio, but when we're hanging out together listening to music, we shouldn't, right? I just don't have a way to tell it not to. So that's why in the VOD from yesterday there's no game audio. Oh man, not pixel perfect. It's okay. There you go. Bill's here. Oh, you know what I'm realizing? I think it's one shorter than it should be. No, it's what this is what's happening. There. Just need to be rounded off a little more. Ooh, and then. I'm not gonna lie, this looks more appetizing than the candy that I've drawn. I'm not gonna think about that. um, Kapopograph is a graphical program that shows the pipe wire routing. Pipe wire is all right. Hold on. I'm reading. Oh, yeah. I like that I can read with this sick ass guitar solo in the back though. Okay. Pipewire is the current Linux audio thing. And okay. Save. I think this saves automatically here. I think I will save this guy. Oh yeah, get your sunshine. Is it keeping your... It says redeem daily sunshine. Isn't it supposed to... Yeah, there it is. 4 times. Yeah, okay, it's keeping track. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Making sure that still works. Y'all can really see me figure things out in real time, and I appreciate all the help. um, I'm kind of tending to my stream and stream setup the way that you would tend to, your house plants. And I have succulents, so that lets you know how often I actually do maintenance on things. Like when I get around to it, I will fix that. Maybe, if I can remember. Dang it, wrong hotkey. Some degree of separation here between the forearm. Yeah. Okay. But now the scale feels weird here. This shoulder should match that shoulder in terms of like that dress design. Well, I should at least show off what we're trying to do. Let me bring up a reference that's like a screenshot. I don't know how to get there too. One final thing. That's a good shot, actually. So this is what we're after. This is the goal. Pretty dress, though. Lots of ruffles. We're not drawing all that. Okay, just pop that out. And I can keep track of the channel stuff over here. Yeah, it's a much better reference. I'm also realizing I don't actually have her little fighting glove on this hand. Let's get that done. There's a little bit of a gap there between that and that. Dang it. There. Let's keep that nice and trim. Okay, so the eye line is probably there. And we're going with like a blue. Stop pressing the P key, I swear to God. Mm. I don't know if we'll have enough resolution to even like, this is kind of the ballpark where the face is gonna be, right? Okay. It might be better for me to just have her eyes be closed, but like in a jolly expression. You know what I mean? So let's try for that. See if it works a little better in our scale. It looks like she's yawning. It's not it. That's not it. Hold on, hold on, hold on. How do I get the good oh ho 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 face? She needs more neck for sure, which probably means we'll have less room for the mouth. Not sure you can get the vibe across with the resolution without getting the movement in there. Yeah, that's fair. That's true. Um, I might have painted myself into a corner with the expression I'm trying to go for. Yeah, I'm in a rough shape here. Hold on. I'm thinking. I'm considering if aliasing will get me out of this. Just no, hold on. That's not it's not bad here. Man, every pixel is going to count in this one. We really got to squeeze every pixel for everything it's worth. Um, with the res that I chose. My only thoughts, like when I chose the resolution, was like, can I make an 11 by 17 and cut that size of an 11 by 17 print, um, such that it's pixel art enough in resolution? Um, yeah, I think it like the current mouth shape is in the right direction. We can push it a little more later. I think we might be able to get away with this. But yeah, I just cut like um whatever the 11 by 17 at 300 dpi pixel size was down and down and down until it was like, okay, this looks good enough pixel art res. Like that the pixels become a visual element and not just rough edges. Let's puff that hair out a bit more. Get that hair swooshing in the breeze like it's supposed to. All right. So I also have to account for the fingers, kind of have to come in front of the. Hmm. What does the oh ho ho laugh look like? I'm forgetting now. Oh ho laugh. Okay. 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 That. That's a good classic ho. But there's always like, it's kind of in front of the face. There's all this finger curling and stuff going on. We're not going to be able to get that. I'm so sure we're not going to get that. Um, and this one just has the face fully revealed, but the hands on the other side. I don't know if this one looks as good to me. Now this is a classic though. This is good, like cunty energy. I like that. Sailor Moon villainesses were, you know, they were it for me. Queens, every one of them. Mm. Mhm. Okay. Oh, I have to allow this message. I don't know why Automat is like grabbing things. Oh, God. Let me allow this message. There we go. um, it really is. I didn't know this until way later that was it is it Uranus and Neptune? Sailor Uranus and Neptune are a thing, like actually a thing. And in the English translation they were like, yeah, they were written as cousins from the version that I had seen, but it was still like, for cousins, they're real friendly. Just a couple of gals being pals. Just sweet home. No, not my sailors. Just looks like she's putting her fingers in her mouth now. Hmm. I guess ultimately, I could mirror the left arm. I could give up a little bit on the oh ho ho in like I might be asking too much of the pose, which is fine at this scale, but as soon as you get into it, where it's like, mm, okay, I'm gonna duplicate it and try it. We made a good effort, but I want to make some progress. And we'll just kind of copy and reshape as we go. CV, Shift H, and move. Okay. I'm gonna have to probably lift it. Oh, the left shoulder is lifted, so this one's probably gonna be lower. Probably just by one. Just go by one for now. And it's gonna get a little rot spritey for a second. I think just for a little bit more dynamic pulse, we're gonna just give it a little bit more turn. Maybe we can bring the forearm a little over the top. I didn't want to grab the hair. Hair is doing its job for now. Mm-hmm. I'm really squinting heavy when I do this. I'm not actually hoping for pixel perfect we can clean up as long as things are in the right ballpark. And that might be it. We'll see. Story, and they were roommates. Was it Uranus and Neptune though? I can't remember which ones are which all the time in my head. It's been a while since I rewatched it. Jesus, I think it's been about like a decade since I rewatched it. I used to be all about that. Like I said, y'all names, no luck. Hotkeys, those two, not a chance. uh, It does help the head a little more. It gives me a little more room to work with over here. Might have to push it out and then pull this part in. Something like that. I'm sorry about this scroll wheel. I use this mouse still that has like a dying scroll wheel. So if y'all get whiplash, don't worry, I got it too. And let's trim that up and bring it in. The sleeve is probably going to be hanging out over the top there. Only the thumb should be kind of from that. See, is that a little better? And we'll kind of make a little line where there's some foreshortening happening. And maybe the inside of the sleeve kind of flares out. There's like a little flare in the dress, right? There's a hobbyist mock-up for no, what a Sailor Moon Souls like? Oh, what? Hold on. Sailor Moon Souls like. No way. Just gonna check images for now. I'll check more into it later. That's just the cover images. Um, GamePro is still alive? Huh. It's not in English anymore. Or at least not in this article. That's crazy though. So it's just like a concept of it being a game, like a video. Let me link it on the Discord. Okay. Okay. What was I doing? It's a bunch of other channels trying to exploit it by making videos on top of it. Oh, they're like, oh, people like this. I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon and be like, this was so my idea. And then I can droop the sleeves down a bit more, I think. And maybe even swoosh them outward. Maybe. She does have quite a bit of droop on that sleeve, right? I'm looking. Yeah, I'll take a break from that for a second. Mess with this. Give her some eyebrows. Where reference go anyway? There you are. Back over here. Okay. There's this kind of like V that happens up near the top. Don't know if I have room for it, but we're gonna try for it. And then we're gonna have to get this. Okay. It's like a little braid in her hair here. I kind of want to get the implication of it at the very least. And also, it's a bit gray, grayer than it needs to be. I'm going to get some more saturation. Kind of a little lavender twist on it. I don't know if that's too intense or not. Yeah. Hold on. A little more on the blue. More on the value. I think. Not to be exact. Just kind of want it to read right. I'll grab it all by color later. Oh, there's it on the channel. Just gonna check it out without the sound for a minute. See that? That's such a cool. Just the statue of it is very like Elden Ringy. That's crazy. That's so cool. Okay. All right, I'm dialing in now. There. Might do some outlining to bring her forward more. We'll erase it down. That's better. Check, 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 check. Oop, nope, nope, nope. It's a little better. I'll pull this up a bit more. I feel better about that. On the whole, I think I feel better about the arm being out here. Still kind of tempted to separate the eyebrows out a bit more with something like that. Hmm. Is that about right? It's getting in the hair shape territory. I think I'm going to start working on these hands getting into the same size. And she has these kind of like silver studs across the knuckle. Gotta get those. I'm just realizing she has this kind of like ribbon that kind of flows off, which might be an extra little thing we could add, you know, to kind of help the illusion of there being some more movement in this thing than there actually is. Kind of like that. I'll think about it. I'll leave it there while I think about it. What else really needs to be addressed? There we go. Okay. Okay. I think that was bothering me. And now it's not bothering me as much. What else is there? This feels off kilter. Maybe. Maybe. Okay. This could come to more of a point. And we can start cleaning up down here. Mm-hmm. Don't need that. Don't need that or that or that. Have any of y'all seen like Interstellar 5555? It's probably the best way to experience this album. Give it a little bit more separation. Mm-hmm. Let's clean up that little bit of draggy. And maybe give that more of a point. It's reading a little better. Let's clean this up too. Okay, one more. One, two, two. These are too close, I think. I can move the tail down though. Let's grab it. Wiggle it down a little. There. Everybody else in this image has to be so far beneath our queen. There we go. I'm looking, I'm looking, I'm looking. This. Oh, I'm in the wrong layer. I guess it kind of has to, huh? Mm-hmm. I gotta clean up these bows, but I've just been avoiding it. I only have like 10 pixels to sell you on the idea that this is a bow. How do I make that count? Uh, just this little top part here might be all that I can get away with. If I widen it a little. Now it's too disconnected from the little strap that like comes down from the corset, which is now seeming too high. I think that might be all I can do with that. I can pull this over at least by one more pixel. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, this zoom wheel. I want to thicken this up to be like that, but I kind of like drawn into a corner with it. Maybe I should actually fix the bow here. I can't really add much angling to the bow from there. I have to go through this way. Okay, almost. Okay. It's a little bit cleaner, but I'm still not a huge fan. Oh, okay. Okay, okay. You, if you move over, it might make sense. No, nope. Leave it like that. And I'll thicken it back up later once I understand it. Should probably save, huh? Whew. Okay. So far, so good on the resolution there. What does she need? Deal with the bow. And then we'll clean up the sash. And would you let go of the click, please? Thank you. Thank you. Okay. What in the? No. Okay. Okay, 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 okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, no worries. I wonder if I should stream earlier. If that would be better on the whole for people. I know I have like some friends that are watching from like other countries, and they're usually like, um, understandably have to duck out a little early. It's like what, midnight there? Crazy, crazy late. I don't want to make anyone stay up late on my account. Mhm. No. Yeah. Okay. And we'll just round this part off. How's that? Seems a bit smaller, doesn't it? Than the bow over here? Is it? Might be. Just move all this over by one. Streaming times are tricky. I'm on during your work day. And then right when you have to cook supper, it's not clear any other time would work better. Yeah. Oh, that's smart. Probably like varying it throughout the week. So like the morning folk can have their morning and the afternoon folk can have their afternoon. I might try something like that. Um, I did like I'm trying to aim for like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday streaming times. I think that would also help me in case I had like morning errands to run or like afternoon errands to run. So I've been avoiding some going out because like this is kind of the prime time of the day for me to go out and get these things done usually. Maybe I'll have couple morning days and a couple evening days. I'm going to write that down. I think that's something worth considering. Couple morning days. Regulars in the US, Europe, and Australia. Aussies. That'd be pretty cool. Maybe I'll do that then. The skirt can go out further. Mm-hmm. And more heft. Just about there. Let me help separate this for now with a little bit of that. Okay, just keep this curve under control. There we go. I like that a little bit more. And I'll clean this guy up too. And I think we'll be just about done with the princess. Okay, push that a little bit more. Give that more body. I wish I could control middle click to scroll out. Is there another way I can get zoomed in? Oh well, anyway. Am I not erasing right now? Here, isn't it? I think that's about it with her. Like we can do a little bit of this, maybe to help bring her forward when it's time. But I want to save this part to the very end until I know like how much separation I'm gonna need, right? To make her pop forward. So I'm gonna add like some like radial, maybe action lines in the back to kind of have something. There's just this big blue void, and I don't really want to go crazy about backgrounds and stuff for this. So I'm just thinking like maybe a couple of clouds, cloud cover coming in like this. And then maybe I should actually sketch that a little more so I know later when it's time. Hey, I need it too. So things kind of point towards her, you know, so kind of curve them clouds towards her. That's part of it. And then the other thing I have in mind is to do like action that kind of follows a gradient. That's no, not like that. Radial. Invert. Probably dither it though. Less points. Let's go with less points. And then I kind of wanted to take like an action line cut into it. I say like here. This is not actually going to be the final. It's just like to give myself an idea. No, that's not what I said. Okay, hold on. I invert that selection and then cut that. See the kind of like action line dither or something like that. And then we take princess. Just duplicator. So I have a version over here that has like the outline. This is the idea. And then we have like a big KO text. We draw in here, and that's what I think is going to be it for this piece. I got to clean up a lot down here, but don't look at that part. We'll look at this part for now. Look how pretty she is. Anything happening over in Magma? This yokan is a yokai. Is that what it's called, yokan? It's really nice. What a well-rendered piece of jelly. Or candy. Or... Is it like a taffy? Oh, I guess that was the end of the album. Okay. What should we listen to? Yokan is jellied red bean paste. Ah. Well, I like red bean paste. So I feel like I would like it. I'm going to draw over here for a bit. Give myself a break from this piece. or I'm gonna play something. I don't know. I feel like I just want to hang out and doodle a little bit more. And probably, yeah, I'll just hang out and doodle over there for a little while. Fill up this canvas. Once I pick something for us to listen to. Well, too late. I couldn't think of anything. It's Vocaloids. And a little hydration break. I'd love to sketch some concepts of a candy yokai bestiary. Bestiary. Haunted candy creatures. It's a very fun idea. I wonder if I can draw something like a cursed mochi creature. Start with like a little leaf color, right? They're like wrapped up in leaves usually. Kind of like pastel-y, but like almost white, but not quite. Let's make this come further up. There we go. Some kind of weird creature mouth. And what else could I? What does mochi look like? They come in like varieties. Let's search kinds of mochi for like reference. Oh, there are 16 types. I didn't know there was such a finite variety. These kind of like weird ear things, like bunny ear patterns that happen on some of them. Like that, maybe. And maybe I'll give him a little azuki bean feet. And maybe little hands. Something like that. Ooh, and maybe a big old flower, like over the top. I can just refine it from there, right? There's an exact taxonomy of mochi according to the internet, and the internet doesn't lie. It says, what did it say? According to the tastingtable.com, Kagami mochi, Sakura mochi, Kiri mochi. I should probably have this over here, huh? I didn't know some of these counted as mochi. I've like seen them around, but like he's got a cute little table. Oh, it's like an altar. Wait, so that's the altar? Okay. I like this tiny, tiny little tangerine on the top. Sakura mochi. This is the one that came to my mind, at least. Kiri mochi. Daifuku. I think this is the one that I would eat the most, though. The sweet bean paste ones. That just looks like slices of cheese. Are we sure it's not cheese? Toasted, boiled, fried. Okay. Bota mochi. It looks like egg sushi. Like the tamago on that. Symbolic. Mm. And my favorite, dango, which I started learning how to make because of Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter Rise was like all the food was replaced with dango. And that was cool. But like the game was a little easy. The game Monster Hunter Rise and Monster Hunter Wilds are too easy. And that's not me being like, "Oh, I'm so good at video games." It's not. I play the hunting horn and there's no need for a hunting horn in these two games. I usually love running a hunting horn, But if everyone is running around like a miniature god, there's no reason for um me to be there. So I just blew through the story too fast. And I was kind of done with those games a little too quickly. It was a little sad. Even the like arch tempered stuff was like, it just sort of falls right over. um, Exhausting and stunning the monster is like, it should be really strong, but it shouldn't be just like the bomb for everything. Like if you just get one good build, it shouldn't be the, it breaks the gameplay loop if one build breaks everything. That's my only thing. But for what it's worth, Rise was very cute and incredibly optimized. It ran very well on the Switch for me. But Wilds, I wouldn't recommend buying because it's not very well optimized. As y'all may have seen, some like cyberpunk level of bugs that come out of that game because it's really poorly optimized. Rush Moss, I don't care. Or maybe I just missed the difficulty that came with World. I can understand why they did what they did. Like I was reading that they said that like a lot of people quit playing once they hit Anjanath, and that's understandable. Anjanath is like the first gatekeeper boss. It's like you need to build fire resistance or you will not beat me. And a lot of people just don't want to think about builds until later, but it's like a core piece of the Monster Hunter gameplay loop. I can understand why they stopped. Always that fine line of like giving the players what they want and then like appropriately punishing them into learning the game. Melody. I draw in such a way that makes me clean up a lot before I get anything I want. But I need to see the big shapes quickly or I won't get there. You got any shapes? Okay, just about. Something I'm happy enough with. It's so easy. It's so easy. Kind of puppy-like. Needs to be a bit bigger. Just about. Something kind of sort of. How do I do that? Like that, maybe. There's always kind of like staggered, right? Should I like put some slices into the leaf? Kind of feel like I should. There we are. And now for the flower. Just a little bit of separation for those petals. Oh, and keep that separated. All right. Seems good. There we go, little mochi creature. All right, I think I'm going to probably call it there for the day so I can get a 3D print going. It's actually happening here because like my 3D print station is in this room with me and I can't be in here huffing the fumes when it's going. But I'm going to print out these little capybara dudes that we made together on stream, the little chibi capybaras. And hopefully get a chance to paint them this week. I have to stop by and get some paints. But I think we made a little progress on our piece and a little bit of doodling together. Just a cute little sesh. Cute little doodle sesh. So who's around for us to go bother? Oh, Tikoyaki's around. Guess you can go bother Tikoyaki. Y'all feel up for a little raid? Tikoyaki. All aboard. All right, here we go. I hope that y'all have an excellent rest of your day. I'll be around the same time tomorrow, and I think I'll be around for longer, and we'll be able to play. So we'll do a little doodling together, and then we'll do some playing together. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.